Hey there, welcome back to another episode of the London Diaries. Today I'm taking you along for a September weekend in London. We've got a little bit of everything: farmers market, a stroll through Shoreditch and Brick Lane, some cozy fall decorating at home, and cooking a big pot of tomato soup while I share my autumn TBR. So we started the day at this new farmers market that opened in a neighboring area. The morning was crisp, the kind of air that made you think, yes, fall is officially here. The leaves were already starting to turn shades of orange and it just felt really seasonal. The market itself though was a bit of a letdown, much smaller than I imagined, and they only had a few stalls with only one with actual produce. It was cute, but probably not worth making it a Sunday habit unless you live right there. On the way back, I popped into a shop and picked up some tomatoes because I really wanted to make soup that day. We also grabbed a coffee, which honestly made up for the underwhelming market. There's just something about sipping a really good cup of coffee on a cool September morning. Back home, we dropped off our things and then we made our way to Shoreditch. I hadn't been in a while, so it was nice to be back. We started on Brick Lane, which was buzzing with the market. By the time we got there, things were winding down, but the street was still lined with stalls, antiques, vintage clothes, random treasures, and of course, the food stands. We also stopped by Libreria, a bookshop I've never been to before. It's small but really creative, one of those places where you end up wandering around longer than you plan. Naturally, I didn't leave empty-handed. I picked up Butter by Asako Yuzuki, which I've been meaning to read. From there we wandered into Spitalfields. The market was absolutely packed, so instead of grabbing food, we ducked into a flying tiger. And let me tell you, they already had their fall and Halloween decor out. Mushrooms seems to be the theme this year, and I did end up leaving with 2 little mushrooms. I also got a new seasonal mug and some apple chips. I swear flying tiger gets me every autumn. After exploring a bit more of Spitalfields Market, we finally headed back home. And as soon as I walked through the door, I was in full-on cozy mode. September just did that to me. I started gathering all my summery mugs and liked a bit of decor and slowly swapped them out for the autumn pieces I've been collecting over the years. I love this part of the season because it really feels like a ritual, creating a little nest for the colder month. I brought out my ceramic pumpkins, the mushroom garland I made a while back, and of course lots of candles. I probably have too many, but can you ever have too many candles in fall? I think apple, cinnamon and pumpkin spice are my absolute favorite scents. The minute you light them, the whole flat smells like autumn. It really feels like warm and cozy. I decorated the living room bit by bit. It's funny because none of these things are huge statements, but together they do transform the atmosphere. I think what I love most about seasonal decor is not about changing everything, but it's just little details that make you excited to come home. The next morning started of course with coffee again, this time from our brand new machine. Our old one broke right after we came back from holiday, which was so disappointing because I'd gone really attached to it. It was simple and very forgiving. This new machine though, it's on a whole other level. You have to be really precise with it. Grind size, stamping, timing, otherwise the coffee comes out a bit questionable. And at the moment my attempts are quite a gamble. Sometimes great, sometimes not so much. My boyfriend on the other end seems to have cracked the code already, so his cups are definitely better than mine. I lit one of my favorite candles, the one I picked up years ago at Target in New York. It's been with me for so long but still smells incredible. With the candle going, I sat down for a bit of editing on my laptop wrapped in that warm glow. Afterward, we had brunch and this time my boyfriend was in charge of the coffee, so it was excellent. Later in the afternoon, it was time to finally make that tomato soup. I started by quartering the tomatoes I bought the day before. And then I also cut the bell peppers and added onions and garlic. With a drizzle of olive oil, some seasoning, and a quick toss, everything went into the oven to roast for about 40 minutes. The whole flat smelled amazing. While the vegetables were cooking, I wanted to share with you my Fall TBR. So this book is about a feisty witch and a handsome mage who have to put their heated business rivalry aside to save their small town. This is a heartwarming novel about an isolated witch who stumbles into a quirky new family and a new love. This book is about a paranormal romance that's basically charms meets ghost hunters and sounds like the ultimate autumn binge read. And finally, a whimsical novel about a mysterious coffee shop that only appears on full moon nights. When the vegetables were ready, I roasted some tomato paste with paprika for a little depth, and then I added chicken stock. Everything went into the pot, simmered all together, and then I blended it into the silkiest, most comforting soup. We had it that evening. While eating, we watched the last season of What We Do in the Shadows. I can't believe it's already finished. It's such a hilarious and clever show, and it has the perfect spooky but silly vibe for this time of year. And then for the main course, we had steak and broccoli. For dessert, a chocolate cream, and it was really a cozy dinner. And that's our September week in London. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what your favorite autumn tradition is, and I'll see you in the next one.